Columbus Small Animal Hospital, loving our work. I'm Dr. Jim Kramer. This is Cabo. He's a German Shepherd puppy. He's less than 9 weeks old. You can see that with him anesthetized, we can move his distal leg in these grotesque angles because his tibia and fibula are shattered. This is unusual to see in such a young animal. Their bones are soft, and so you tend to get green stick fractures, just like trying to break a green stick into two pieces. If you've ever tried that, you know that it's hard to do because the stick will crack but will not break cleanly into two different pieces like an old brittle stick would do. Or more typically, the bone would slide off one of the many growth plates where the bone is softer, and if there's a force applied, usually it'll slide off the growth plate and get an epiphyseal fracture. This comminuted spiral midshaft fracture is something we would more commonly see in older animals. So I've reduced this fracture and I'm applying a bone plate to the craniolateral surface of this left tibia. This is one of the newer style minimally invasive plates that have the locking screw feature. They also have a really nice feature of being able to be held in place with a couple of K-wires while you're drilling holes and placing screws. Very handy. We used to jigsaw puzzle these fractures back together, putting all the little fragments together, connecting them until you get down to two major fragments and then connecting those. That's no longer the way we fix these. Now we realign the long axis of the bone and we leave the fractured area alone as much as possible and put screws on either side of it. If the fracture has good alignment and stability, then nature will reorganize the bones in between and realign them faster and better than if we tried to do it ourselves. And that is where the term minimally invasive comes from. In order to do that, you need plates that have locking screws. So this is the very next day after surgery. You can see that Cabo can place his paw. He's weight bearing, he's using his leg, he's running around like a puppy. So now we're 5 days out, and here is Cabo sporting his goggles, and he's receiving one of many Class 4 therapy laser treatments. Class 4 therapy laser uses light energy to reduce inflammation, to reduce pain, and to speed healing. So now we're 10 days out. You can see Cabo is using that left hind leg very, very well. He's wagging his tail. He's a happy little boy. So this is 40 days post-surgery. You can see Cabo has grown a lot during this time. The hair has grown back on that left hind leg, and he's running around like nothing ever went wrong in the first place. So here we are, a little less than 2 months after the surgery. You can see how much he has grown during this time. The hair has grown back on his left hind leg. He uses it perfectly. He will never look back. He's going to have a great life like any other dog. Like this had never happened. We're going to leave those orthopedic implants in place unless they start to cause a problem. It's possible his body may decide to reject those 6 months or a year down the road, and if that happens, then we'll just go in and take them out. It's completely healed, he doesn't need them anyway. Cabo, you're a good boy. Columbus Small Animal Hospital, loving our work.